Everywhere in every part of the earth, there's great sorrows going on, man. You know, the plagues are being put out. You know, people are dying. Like I said, great mournings and great evils are upon the earth. It says, "O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle. And those days and those evils be as even as pilgrims upon the earth." Because that's what's coming, man. We're preparing the brothers, the Akim, the Aquathium, to get ready, prepare for battle, man. Because that's what's coming to America. Even these people in the army, they know. They know a third world war is coming. Some of them may not, but their commanders, they know. We're entering the third world war, man. And a lot of you Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, y'all gonna perish here in the land of America. Why? Because you trust in your oppressor. And you know who it is. Esau, the Edomites. Okay? All these things are coming to pass, man. It says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." You see, because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to destroy this place, man. So you gotta move, you gotta know how to move. You know? I'm gonna jump down from that all the way down to verse 50. "So shall righteousness hate iniquity when she decketh herself, and shall accuse her to her face. When he cometh, thou shalt offend him that diligently search out every sin upon the earth." So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, they hate iniquity, they hate wickedness, and they're gonna diligently seek you out and destroy you, man. It says, "And therefore be ye not like thereunto, nor to the works thereof." Meaning you have to depart, for this is not our rest. Put off the darkness, man. Put off the works of darkness and put on that light, that glorious light. That is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, "Yet for yet a little while, for yet a little, and iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you. Let not the sinner say that he hath not sinned, for Yahweh shall burn coals of fire upon his head, which saith before the Lord power and his glory, I have not sinned. Behold, the Lord knoweth all the works of men, their imaginations, their thoughts, their hearts. Which spake but the word, let the earth," right? So the Most High knows you. So the sinner's not going to get away from the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. There's no mountain, there's no height, no depth where you can escape the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, you cannot flee the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You will be touched. You will be judged by his presence, man. And right now, you're being judged right now by men that are on the highways and the byways, telling you, sounding the trumpet, showing his people their transgressions. You know? Before that great and notable day of the return of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Because nobody wants to deal with Yahweh Shai. That's why he sent men first. You know? Right now, he's showing hella mercy. But when that door is shut, there ain't nothing you can do, man. All right? So going back to 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 2. "Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." You see? So all these things that are coming to pass, that are going on, the Lord is visiting this place, man. Us being out here as we are, the brothers that are on the highways and the byways, that's Yahweh Shai visiting you. We are a sign unto you, man. It's like Ezekiel was a sign. And I brought this one out a long time ago regarding the 12 tribe sign. See if I can find this. Lakia. Might not be able to. But as I was saying, we're as a sign unto the people, man. Unto you. We're as that light that sitteth upon a housetop. Right? So, like, I'm going to look on the phone. Let me look for it. I can't find it. Let me see real quick. Let me go into the blue letter real quick. Put in... I know it's in the book of Isaiah. Let's see. Con. I knew it was right there somewhere. Con, right here, Isaiah 8 and 18. It says, Behold, I and the children whom the Lord hath given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel, for the Lord of hosts which dwelleth in Mount Zion. So we're signs unto Israel, man. To the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, telling you to repent, to get right. You know? So that's a form of the Most High visiting the earth. It says, Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So you see, everything was from the beginning. Everything was already written. Everything was already created in the spirit. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. That's right. So we're in the end, man. The end is manifest. It's made known. It's clear unto everybody, not to everybody, but to the elect. And we're just sounding the trumpet, making it known to everybody else. This is in the book of Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord of hosts, the Lord power unto Israel, unto the land of Israel. The end is come upon the four corners of the land. See? The four corners of the land, the end is come unto you Negro Latinos and Native American Indians. You're about to be delivered, man. The elect. The 1/3, the 144,000. We're about to be delivered. Okay? Out of the land of our captivity, man. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and I will recompense upon thee all thy abominations. And that's what you're going to be judged according. You're going to be judged. Your actions are going to be weighed in the balance. You know, whether you're going to be judged, whether you've done what you've done in your body, whether it's good or bad. It says, And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abomination shall be in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. You see, that's why we have to repent, man. That's what we're telling you, to repent. Okay? This is what a man of the Lord will be telling you, to repent. Thus said Yahweh, a host, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. And that's what it's saying. There's nothing but evil out here. Okay? Nothing but chaos, you know, violence, injurious practices, you know, fraud, you know, all forms of matter. You think of it, it's here. It's being played out right now in Great Babylon, America. All right, so-called the Most High blessed America. The Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh didn't bless America the way you think He blessed it, because this place was taken from my people, the indigenous people, the North American Indians. All right, the so-called Mexicans, the Aztecas, the Incas, the Mayans. the Arawaks, the Tainos, all right, the Seminole Indians. This land was taken, and we were put to death here in the land, man. That is called America. But really, it was known as Asareth. All right, another land. This land didn't have a name, man. This land, that name America comes from Amerigo Vespucci. All right. So that's all that's here, man. It's nothing but evil, wickedness, witchcraft. A bunch of damn demons, base people ruling over us, man. Ezekiel 7:6, an end is come, the end is come. It watches for thee, behold, it is come. Because who is the end of the world? Who is the one that's ushering the end? Who's gonna be through him is gonna be the end? Yahweh Shai. The Yahweh Shai watches. He's watching us, man. Through the angels. All right. It watches for thee, man. It says, the morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thy abominations, man. Because the Most High isn't unrighteous in his judgment. He's on point, and it is. You can't say nothing about it. Nobody can. This is in the book of Psalms 51:4. Against thee only have I sinned and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. You see? So he's clear when he judges, man. He's justified when he speaketh. All right, and he's on point. It says, verse 9: my eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways, and thy abominations that are in the midst of thee. And ye shall know that I am the Lord that smiteth. So the Most High is the one that's going to smite. All right, he's the one that's doing the killing. He's the one that's causing the evil in the city, putting people to death. All right. This is Amos chapter 9 verse 1. It says, I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them. And I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. And that's what's coming. That's what the Lord is doing. He's smiting them in the head, man. Because now we are that temple. We are those houses. Okay? He's not talking about a physical house or a church or nothing like that. That's built with wood, you know, with concrete and nails and stuff like that. He's talking about you. He says, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. See? So it's the Lord that smiteth. It's the Lord that's doing all these things. It's like we say, don't have a problem with the messenger, have the problem with the one that's sending the message. You know, that was commanded for the message to be spoken. But they don't want, they can't fight against Yahweh Shai, man, because he's too big for them. That's why they mess with his little ones, the little children. Okay? It says, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. Meaning that they're going to be trying to hide in the earth. It's like they got the underground bunkers, the doomsday preppers. They're going to be trying to hide under the earth, man. When the Lord comes back, they're going to be trying to hide in the heavens, in the airplanes and stuff like that. You know, but the Most High says He's going to bring them down. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and it shall bite them. That's the Leviathan. because they're going to be trying to hide in the waters too. You know, they got stuff that they got designed over there in Antarctica, where they go and hide. They can hide at over there in the ice capsules, you know, in those glaciers. They're going to be sought out there too as well. And though they go into captivity before their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set mine eyes upon them for evil and not for good. And like this, the Lord's eyes are set upon his kingdom for evil, man, and not for good. All right. Going back to Ezekiel 7 and 10. Behold the day, behold, it is come. The morning has gone forth. The rod hath blossomed. Pride hath budded. Violence is risen up into a rod of wickedness. None of them shall remain, none of their multitude, nor of any of theirs, neither shall there be any dwelling for them. For the time is come, the day draweth nigh. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn. For wrath is upon all the multitude thereof, man. Like I was reading in 2 Ezra 16, where it said, prepare ye to the battle, and be ye as pilgrims in the earth. Well, it goes into that, telling you how if you sell, not to be as if you didn't sell it, you know. Basically, if you have a business, to let it go, man, to let this shit go that's out here in America. Don't hold on to nothing, man, because this place was designed to destroy us. This place was designed to you know, to be well, like I said, it's a battle, man. You know, we're put out here to be in a battle, you know. It says, for the seller shall not return to that which is sold. You know what I'm saying? Like, because everything's going to be destroyed. You're going to be ran out. You're going to flee. You ain't going to, well, you're going to have some people that are going to try to fight for their businesses, their homes, their country. You know that, you know. But the Lord is telling us to let those things go. Matter of fact, let me bring it up. Going back to 2 Ezra 16, where I was reading. It says, O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he fleeth away. And he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise as he that had no profit by it. And he that buildeth as he that had shall not dwell therein. You see? So you gotta just let this shit go, because the Lord is telling the same thing in Ezekiel 7. For the seller shall not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive. For the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which shall not return. Neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. You see? Because you got a lot of people that strengthen themselves with that iniquity. Let me bring this one in Jeremiah 23 regarding the false prophets. How they strengthen these people out here. This is Jeremiah 23 and verse 14. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem an horrible thing, that they commit adultery and walk in lies. They strengthen also the hands of the evildoers, that none does return from his wickedness. They are all of them unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof as Gomorrah. You see? So they all strengthen themselves in their iniquity, man, and lies. Right? That's that untempered mortar. They dabbed it with untempered mortar. They strengthen themselves with their lies, man. Their false philosophies, their false doctrines. You know, their wickedness, their iniquity. All right? The scriptures say, she that lieth and liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. You know? Going back to Ezekiel 7 and 13, it says, I'm going to start out where I was. Neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. See? The pride of life, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, all that shit's going to pass away. So we're going to 1 John chapter 2. They have blown the trumpet even to make all ready. You see, we're all making the elect ready to the battle. You know, preparing you for the battle, preparing you for the coming Third World War, preparing you for the return of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, preparing you for the mark of the beast, preparing you for the martial law. The great race riots are going to occur in the earth, the purge. All right? It says, they have blown the trumpet. Who is they? It's talking about us. We're blowing the trumpet. We're sounding the alarm. Even to make all ready. But none goeth to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. Because that's why the Lord has only sanctioned the 144,000 to be the forerunners in the forefront of the battle, man. You know? Lord willing, I'm part of that number. But that's what we're all fighting and striving for, hopefully. Hoping for. It says, for my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. The sword is without. Right, so it said the wrath is upon all the multitude thereof. Because everybody, the scriptures say that even in all our righteousness, we're still as filthy rags. You know, and we're scarcely going to be saved, man. And Peter's. That the elect are scarcely going to be saved. Because the wrath of the Most High is upon all the earth. And all the inhabitants. In the book of Isaiah chapter 1, it says we should have been as Sodom and Gomorrah. But because if the Lord hadn't left a small remnant, we should have been as Sodom and Gomorrah, meaning that Israel would have been destroyed. It says, the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. Right? So there's going to be a pestilence and a famine within the city, and without the sword. You know? It says, he that is in the field shall die with the sword, and he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. You see? Like I was saying, everything's going to be going off in the city, then everybody's going to flee out to the wilderness, and there's still going to be death being committed out there, man. That's why it's important that you have the protection and the hedge of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai with you, because that's the only thing that's going to sustain you and protect you in those days of evil. That's why we're preparing you, man. That's why we're telling you, put on your beautiful garments, come up from the dust, take off the dust off your feet, you know. Get this place clean away from you, man, because this place is evil. You know. This is in the book of, let's see, Matthew 10 and 14. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. See? Shake the dust off your feet, man, in that city. Don't have no be not no partaker in this wicked place's deeds, man. This evil place with its deeds. Shake off the dust of your feet. Take that dust off your feet, man. Because that's the only thing that's going to take care of you is this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. This is the engrafted word that is able to save your soul, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of thy salvation. This is what you're supposed to be strengthening yourself with. Not with iniquity, not with pride, the pride of life. Not because of your substance of what you got. All that shit's going to go out the window. It's going to go up in smoke, man. Most High told us what to store up treasure in. And that was in the heaven, man. It says, verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Because it's going to be 100 times, 1,000 times more worse than what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah in our time. America's going to be destroyed by way of thermonuclear destruction, man. The ICBM missiles are going to be let loose here in America, man. Fucking retarded, man. Fucking retarded. Alright. Going back to Ezekiel 7 and 16. But they that escape of them shall escape and shall be on the mountains like doves of the valleys. All of them mourning, every one for his iniquity. You know, be crying out for deliverance, you know, because the whole time on the hills and the mountains that they were seeking salvation from was of no profit. All hands shall be feeble and all knees shall be weak as water. They shall also gird themselves with sackcloth and horror shall cover them. You see, the day of doom, man. The day of great evils. Horror shall cover them. Okay? That word abhor comes from the word horror. To abhor something is to mean to be taken out of, to be stripped away, to be removed. Like when you get scared, like in the cartoons, when somebody, like a character in the cartoon, the animation is gets startled or something scares it. You see its body there, but the spirit leaves it. You know, that's how you people are gonna be, man. All right, in great terrors, man. It says that, and horror shall cover them, and shame shall be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. You know, upon all their heads. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of the Lord. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. See, so they're going to be in a heavy case, man. They're going to realize that all this shit that they were gaining, they were receiving benefits and shit like that was all of no profit. It was in vain. You know, they should have been here. They should have been in this. They should have been maintaining themselves in the scriptures, man. And that applies to us, to the Akim, man. You know? The Most High ain't playing, man. He's coming back. Going back to 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 6. Even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. So the ending is going to be beautiful. You know how they have, like, on the 4th of July, they send up all those firecrackers and they start going off, exploding. You know, that's how Yahweh Shai is going to come. But shit, 1,000,000,000,000 times way more better than that, man. With great signs and effects. He's going to make a spectacle, man. He's going to make a beautiful entrance when he comes in. All right? And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed. So in the midst of all this, and what I'm saying is that you have to have faith and believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, and have your works and your faith mingled together to be saved, man. You have to believe. Don't just be a hearer, but be a doer. At least you deceive yourselves, man. You know, the 144,000 men are going to be on the highways and the byways preaching. You know, presenting their bodies a living sacrifice, being an example unto the flock. You know, it says, and shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. You see, and they're going to see his salvation in the land, man. The deliverance, being caught up in the chariot. All right. Let me see. This is 1. This is verse 5. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 25. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and see my salvation and the end of your world. You see, that's the elect. The ones that are privileged to see everything play out to that very last point. They're going to witness it, man. Like I said in 2nd Ezra 9 and 7, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed. Going back to 2nd Ezra 6 and 25. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. You see? And that's a privilege to see the destruction of the enemy. All right, the great harlot, the well-favored harlot, America, to be destroyed and put down, and see Esau destroyed. You know, This is Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. So that's a privilege to see that, man. You know, to see the downfall of the enemy to the very end, the salvation of the Lord. You know? That's our salvation, is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai coming with the angels, the chariots, to redeem us, man. Alright? And by none other, man. Blessed is he. You know? Damn, slipped my mind the one I wanted to bring out. Let me bring out this other one I was thinking about too. This is Matthew 24:30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the 4 winds, from one end of heaven to the other. You see? So the angels, the elect, are going to be gathered together and delivered, man. They're going to deliver them from the 4 corners of the earth in that day. All right? That are blessed to see that day. You know what? It came back to my mind. Hebrews 1:14. Are they not all ministers? Salakia. Hebrews 1:14. Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? You see? Heirs of salvation. You know? And they're going to be delivered. Alright? This is in the book of Malachi, chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly, shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. I mean, they're going to be utterly taken away, destroyed, to where its seed cannot plant, nor go into the earth again. Okay? And that day is going to be hot like a burning oven. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings,